Are you like me, where after weeks and months of obsessing about a new hobby or an interest, you finally buy something, and then overnight that motivation then just seems to vanish? You're not alone. Watch this video and we can talk about it. So I remember in my early 20s, I was obsessing about remote control cars. I'd always wanted one as a kid. And when I'd finished my apprenticeship, I got my first full pay packet as a qualified engineer, and I spent way too much on this remote control car. Only then, for a couple of weeks later, after taking it out a couple of times, realizing that the hobby wasn't for me. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I probably enjoyed taking it apart and putting it back together more than driving it around. So over the years, I've spent hours and hours obsessing about different hobbies, different topics. Too many to list here, to be honest. And I've sometimes, not always, but spent some money on some gear so I can try the hobby that I've seen that looks so amazing. And then after a while, that motivation just starts to dwindle, and then I start to feel that bit of guilt that it hasn't stuck. Questioning myself, why doesn't it stick? Why don't I do it? People are out there mountain biking, every weekend or whatever it is. I can see videos of people enjoying it, and they're obsessed with it. And when I try it, I enjoy it, but can't seem to keep going. And the more I think about it, the more I realise that it's not really the hobby itself or partaking in the hobby. It's more the learning process, the researching, understanding how people do things, whatever it is. Learning enough about it can satisfy that need without actually having to partake in it or spend money to partake in it. It's like a detective when they're working on a mystery or a case, and they've got their board, and imagine they're pulling strings, joining up the dots. You know what I mean. Once they can see the full picture, they get that, yes, it's whoever, that's it, case closed. They're finished. And that's kind of what's happening, I think, with me, that once I've understood enough about a topic or a hobby, that even trying it isn't going to then be enough for me to want to carry on. I basically peaked, and I should be happy with that. And I have actually found a way to get to that stage without having to spend money that might work for you. So I start to, I say start to because I don't think I've ever finished one, but I begin writing out on pen and paper like a mini essay on the hobby. Everything I know about it, all the details, what I would buy, what I would do with it. And before I finish that, it's fizzled out. If I don't want to finish the essay on it, then I'm never going to do the hobby, if that makes sense. It's kind of like pushing my brain into, this is what it's really going to be like if you did it, and then that's normally enough for me then to be able to move on, because you probably know what it's like when you're really obsessed. Like, nothing else really matters. You're so focused on whatever that hobby is. Other things get forgotten about, and quite often they're important, and it can be a bit debilitating, really, to be that obsessed about things. So try it out. Just try and write a mini essay before you spend hundreds of pounds on some new gear and a hobby you're not sure you're actually going to like, and let me know if it works for you. All right, I'll see you in the next video.